Good afternoon and welcome. You've probably guessed already we're in Playa Blanca today, and a very unusual sight there. I'm going to zoom in for you actually because you can see both ferries coming over from Fuerteventura to Lanzarote, the Fred Olsen and the Naviera Armas. I've not seen that before.
That's because they can dock together now, isn't it?
Yeah, they've got separate docks so they can actually do it now. Let's unzoom again and we'll explain what the plan is. Okay, we're down in Playa Blanca for other reasons, but we thought we'd shoot a video for you from down here. It's a lovely day, as you can see. Hot one, 28, 29 degrees at the moment. We thought we'd start at the Lighthouse, which is the westernmost point of Lanzarote. And we've got a cracking view today of Fuerteventura. And what we wanted to do is pick up some of the places in Playa Blanca that we haven't shown you in previous videos. So from here we're going to go to Faro Park and see what's going on down there. That's a place that many people stay for holidays, and obviously it's quite residential as well. So I'll pause the filming while we walk closer to the sea and have a look at Fuerteventura in a moment. So we've got some cracking waves here, where the sea from the north and the south coast of Lanzarote kind of meets right here. Ah, yeah. Thank you. Sorry about being vague there. Julie was trying to get me to have a look at this jet which is flying over us. Sounds like there's another one coming. Well, I don't know how that is going to look. It was really, really hard to keep it in frame, but if you're listening to this bit, it's there. If not, I've cut it out. Okay, so what I was showing, thank you for that, Julie, by the way. What I was showing you was this section of sea where the sea from the two opposite coasts of Lanzarote kind of meet. And over in the distance there, we've got the golden sands of Fuerteventura. So we're going to head off to Faro Park now, and we'll show you what restaurants there are there and talk a bit about that whole complex and community there, and we'll just pan back and show you Playa Blanca, which is such a long resort now. I mean, this is, how far is this here from Julie to
it's about 7
the Marina?
kilometres, isn't it, when you do the promenade right round to Papagayo?
So it's quite similar to the length of Puerto del Carmen, I guess, in the same way. And in the distance there, Papagayo. I don't know what that long cloud's doing there. It seems to be the only one because the rest of the sky is blue. Those aircraft, by the way, are over here doing exercises at the moment. We've talked a great deal about the skeleton buildings of Costa Gizeh in the newsletter over the last few years, but Playa Blanca has its own right here by the Lighthouse. And this is a fairly large development of villas and also an apartment complex, which fell foul of the law and is now a skeleton. I do know it's subject to a court case, but I don't know where that's up to, but hopefully that will be taken down in the not too distant future, because it's an absolutely prime plot right by the ocean. We're in Faro Park. This is the line of shops by the original first phase of Faro Park. Somebody's Porsche Boxster S there. And you've got quite a few little restaurants down here. You've got Gusto, Bill's Sports Bar. Probably not the best time to be filming them because it's 10 to 3 and everyone, I would guess, is on the beach or in the pool. One's the Lighthouse with a lounge bar and restaurant. We don't really know these places, but I hear a lot about the port of call, which I gather is quite popular. Let's have a look at the menu here. Fillet steaks, ribeye and so on. This pizza place smells good. And this one's called La Flamenca. So Faro Park was, when we first came to the island, was basically a hole in the ground. There was nothing there. I think there, from memory, there are either 4 or 5 phases of buildings now. And they're all quite large villas on private plots of around 500 square metres. I think the original one from memory had a communal pool, but all the subsequent ones, they put private pools in each of the villas. It's a kind of mainly a residential area, but people do rent their villas out, so a lot of people come and stay here and enjoy their holidays here. They're nicely appointed. They've got marble flooring and nice fixtures and fittings and stuff like that. Yeah, that's the second pizzeria along here.
Spanish Mediterranean.
Ah, okay. And yeah, I tried many years ago. I tried to persuade you that we should buy a villa in Faro Park, a new build. Do you remember?
Yeah, I do. It was. I mean, there was nothing down it then, was there?
Yeah. So there's the entrance to that phase there, but it goes on a long way back from here now, and there are other phases built by the same company that have different names. I can't remember them off the top of my head. Oh, this looks interesting. Casual seafood and gastro bar. There's a tandoori restaurant here. And they have a set menu at $14.95. Geckos. They're closed for holiday at the moment.
Typical this time of year, isn't it? That?
Yes, go away for the summer. This is Atypico or Atypico Gastronomy. We saw there, they got a little Renault 4 that we passed on the road earlier, which looked quite cool. Yeah, that was where Comercial was. They've moved to Playa Blanca now. Ah, so we have an asador. So this is like a fish and chip shop, or equivalent of that, where they do spit roasted chicken and lovely potatoes. So that's our little tour of Faro Park. You'll know what you've got here. So there's plenty to do, and there was a supermarket as well. Plenty to do if you're staying here without a car, although I'd recommend if you're this far out of town, you'll probably want a car. We'll head into town now and show you some stuff there that we haven't shown you before in detail. We're at Marina Rubicon, and I just spotted these two 50 kilowatt electric car charging points. So if any of you hire electric cars, you can charge them here at Marina Rubicon. It is chargeable 33 cents per kilowatt, whereas a lot of the charging points on the island are free of charge. But this wasn't where we were going to come. We're going to walk along the front a little bit, but I will show you just a little bit of the marina while we're here, although we've done it many times before, of course. It used to be the Rubicon, and it's undergone a bit of a refurbishment. I don't think it's open yet, but it's bookable now, isn't it, Julie?
Yeah, from this month, so it's imminent.
Yeah, and they've got furniture out on some of the balconies. Still got some building work to do. But it's in a great position for the marina because you literally just walk through this gap here and you're into the marina itself. And I think from memory it's quite good value for money, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean it's a different company now, it's been taken over, but it was really popular because you've got apartments with kitchen, dining area.
Okay, and it's a cordial now, isn't it?
Cordial.
Yeah. Okay. Right, let's keep going. Get another place doing a lot of work, Oasis, which is quite a cool, trendy joint. Looks like everyone's doing work in what they thought was going to be a quiet period, but it isn't. The honour's actually really busy at the moment. Final place we're going to visit on this video is Centro Comercial Papagayo, which we've often gone past but never gone through. So you can see there's a lovely view down here, by the way, everyone enjoying themselves on that banana. There's the commercial centre, and it's much smaller, but it's kind of the Centro Atlantico of Playa Blanca. So there's some good bars and a nightclub and stuff like that in there. But let's have a walk through and see what they've got. We've started on the upper level. We've got Havana Beach Club. We've come past a Doctors. Over on my right now is the Rotterdam Cannabis Club. Bit tatty up here actually. But there's a pizza place here called Casale Franco that we've been to before and that we really enjoyed. What else have we got down here? I don't think Casale Franco's open, Jules, do you?
I think it has been, whether it's just closed at the moment.
Okay. So a bit of chill out stuff going on there in Oceans. And what we'll do is do a walk through downstairs now. Great view of the beach from up here, of course. We're going to do the downstairs now, and this is a new place. It's an American diner, which looks quite interesting. Just seeing some delicious looking ribs being passed out. There's a small supermarket here. There are not one but two kebab shops. Here's the first on my left. Spice Fusion.
Waikiki over there.
Is that Ben's place, Waikiki? I think that
Cocktail Sports.
I think that might be Ben's place, no?
Yeah.
Yeah. Never been in there. There's an internet set. Ah, right, that's for sale. Here's the second kebab place.
Shop over there.
Yeah, we've got Bar Tropicana and a fish and chip shop, English style fish and chip shop.
The place, isn't it? Yeah.
Is that what it's called, the
Yeah.
place?
As in the fish.
Aha.
Place.
A place in the sun it's called. I like that. There's a scuba diving centre here. Wax Sports Bar, that is another very popular place, I know. And over on the left here we've got the Italian Job, which I presume is an Italian place, and Burger King.
You've got the live music bars down on the front, haven't you? Which are
Yeah, and sort of underneath it are a couple of really good live music bars, which, as Julie says, people love here. And I think one of the best beaches on the island, of course, Playa Dorada. I'm going to walk you down to it to show it to you. So the commercial centre's a bit tatty and a bit tacky, I think. Then that, you could say the same for Centro Atlantico in Puerto del Carmen. They don't look great during the day, look a bit better when the neon's flashing. But in both cases, the beaches they're attached to are magnificent. Playa Grande and Playa Dorada. And this, of course, is where everyone is, because it's a hot day. It's now 31 degrees. The water's a lovely colour. All the toys are out. So we're going to wrap that from Playa Blanca this week. Hope you've enjoyed that. And Have a great weekend wherever you are.